Brother Elrich, awaken.
I'd best not keep the abbess waiting.
I know the journey was hard on you, so I'll let you sleep through the dawn.
Morning, abbess. Thank you.
Now, the sun is rising. You must not miss Prime.
I appreciate the reprieve and the awakening.
Call it a weakness. Your father's name will be a stone around your neck in Ely. You've a difficult path ahead of you, I'm afraid.
Yes, abbess.
Well, there's nothing to be done about it. Better you prove yourself early than risk becoming the subject of gossip.
I will, abbess.
You may break your fast in the kitchen with the others once your prayers are concluded. We don't frown on piety here, brother. Should you wish to stay at chapel to pray to the Lord once your duties are concluded, you may be assured that food will be available to you, as long as you go to the kitchen before terce.
That's mid-morning?
Precisely, my son.
As the monastery of Ely had been destroyed, level designers and artists had to draw their inspiration elsewhere. More specifically, from the Saint-Martin du Canigou Abbey in France. Despite the construction being 2 centuries older than AC Valhalla's time period, it offered interesting architecture for the players to enjoy, atop a hill for great scenery, a cloister to clear the perspective, and the bell tower to provide an iconic viewpoint. Finally, an underground tunnel was added, a unique feat perfect for a surprise attack. But some things remain accurate. Several eels were placed in the waters circling the monastery, a nod to the feature that gave it its name. Honeymoon referred to the Scandinavian practice of giving newlyweds a moon cycle's worth of mead. Which is too much mead. But honey was valued by Angles and Norsemen alike. It was then vital for the developers to represent the beekeeping practice as faithfully as possible. Depending on each region's real flora, fields of flax seeds, poppies, and heather were designed and implemented by modelers and level artists. The flowers used as a seamless way to guide players through their environment. The beehives, seen from afar, also act as a natural marker. You might say a beacon, and are surrounded by NPCs collecting the honey. Sorry about the beacon thing.
Stavian, second engine.
Photogrammetry isn't just a very hard word to say, it's also an innovative technique for in-game textures. Determined to illustrate accurate surfaces, the graphics team travelled to England to capture every inch of stone walls and pavements, sometimes for 12 hours straight. A 3-metre wall would take 250 pictures, stitched together by specialised software. The final result is a 3D file with colours and depths, designed into tileable textures. These textures are then used by level artists and modelers to add onto buildings. To push the realism further, the graphics team also added uneven silhouettes with protruding stones, slate angles and damaged areas.
Lada winter og tor skjeren venn. Na je hei sa formata je det. Ei sitä minä heis neffe.
Bidan je nitenan angitan seon. Je marzo de bejot wejo.
Stonder svarte kanto. Oh, unje de Also, one is for her.
shall sprechen.
I must not miss Prime.
These scriptures are there as a guide, my son. When reading them, we must listen also for the voice of God, guiding us in the right interpretation of His word.
But how can we be sure our interpretation is God's will?
I know you long to understand the heart of God, Oswine, but you will go nowhere without the ability to listen to your betters.
Sister, I was wondering if I might consult you on a somewhat urgent medical matter after this morning's prayers.
Of course, Abbess. But wouldn't that be better seeking the aid of Father Bertwald if the case is serious?
Father Bertwald would have little experience of the matter I wish to discuss, my dear.
Oh, I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you, sister.
Pater noster, qui es in caelis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in caelo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimitti nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris. Et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Amen.
Time to eat.
And there she was an abbess, and then used to wear woolen garments, and she rarely bathed in hot water except before Easter, and before the 50th day, and before the day of Christ's baptism. And during the day, she rarely had a meal more than once a day. And from the time of Matins, she stayed in church, praying, until it was day. And through God's Spirit, she herself predicted when she would depart from the world. And she did then depart. And she was buried in the ground for 16 years. And when her body was exhumed again, it was found to be as undecayed as if she had died that same day. And a large wound had been open on her neck when she had been put in the grave. And when she was later exhumed from the grave, it had healed, so that there was nothing but a trace.
Are you well, Brother Oswin?
We must have silence at the Lord's table.
Brother!
Very well. Take him to the... But the bishop shall hear of your defiance.
Tell me, Oswine, where does it hurt?
Everywhere, brother! It's like there's fire in my veins!
I will find a way to ease your pain. I promise.
He shall be done that we found yet hardly.
I must find the monk in charge. Father Bertwald, was it?
I hope you can treat that patient yourself. God, in his infinite wisdom, only gave me 2 hands.
The patient speaks of fire in the veins, Father.
An uncommon ailment, and one I don't know by heart. The scribes often copy remedies in the scriptorium. You may be able to find something there to aid you. But if not, Sister Winifred will be able to help.
Yes, Father. Scriptorium. Right, I remember where that was.
Can I help you, brother?
No. Oh! Let me just... Ah, no. No. No! No luck. I'll have to ask Sister Winifred. Sister Winifred! I've looked but can't find a remedy. Tell me, what is the cure for fire in the veins?
A dire challenge, indeed. Oakes' recipe for pain should aid us here. You will need double brewed ale, honey, feverfew, and wormwood. Though with the raids nearby of late and the early first frost, you may have trouble with the latter.
Is there anything that can replace it?
Well, I have heard that dust from a relic can have miraculous properties. We're blessed here in Ely to have several. Perhaps if you gather some, the saints will intercede on your patient's behalf.
Thank you, sister. God bless you. Double brewed ale, honey. And the dust of a relic. Should be simple enough. They might have ale in the kitchens. One found. 3 to find. The relics are kept at the back of the chapel. That's 2. Halfway done. The nuns had set up to gather honey round here. Do I just take it? Or...
Careful, brother. You wouldn't want to get stung. The bees jealously guard their golden hoard.
I need honey for a remedy. Can you help me?
Of course. Take the honey from the table. I'll gather more for the abbess.
Thank you, sister. God bless you. And that's the third. Now for the last.
Level artists and designers used different types of forests to structure England's kingdoms. Oak trees, ivy and rowan in Wessex, heather fields, Scot pine trees, moss and willow trees in East Anglia, beech trees, bluebells and autumnal birch trees in Mercia, and tundra bushes, western gorse, dead and frozen trees in Northumbria. Ubisoft Sophia even recreated Wistman's Wood in Hamptonshire, using the pictures the development team took during their scouting trip. To do so, they integrated old, medium-sized trees, a smattering of rocks, a soupçon of moss, and a bit of fog to complete this ominous atmosphere.
Feverfew grows best in full sun. And... the sister's bees. What does Feverfew look like again?
Good morrow, brother. What brings you to the woods?
Good morrow. Do you know where I could gather Feverfew or wormwood?
No wormwood left this season. As for Feverfew, no small white daisies are what you seek.
Thank you, brother. God bless you. I have everything I need. Now to mix it.
Sister Winifred brought me the recipe from the scriptorium. And now, I am delighted to discover you know the use of the mixing bench, too. Would that God had sent you to me sooner? The infirmary would be in far better shape.
I spent many summers mixing poultices for the townsfolk in Canterbury.
Then I shall observe and hopefully learn some new tricks of my own. What was the first ingredient in Sister Winifred's remedy?
The first ingredient is double brewed ale.
Which two ingredients did you gather in the forest?
It was feverfew and honey to ease the throat.
What did Sister Winifred suggest you substitute for the final ingredient?
Dust from a relic is said to cure many ills. There. Done. This should ease Brother Osween's pain. Here, brother, drink this. It will ease your pain.
Thank you, brother. I can feel it working already. How fortunate I am that God sent you in my time of need.
Rest now. Soon you'll be back on your feet.
Brother Elrich, you must come at once.
What's the matter, brother?
Do you not hear the bells? The abbess requires your presence at chapel immediately.
I'll go as soon as I'm done helping Brother Osween.
No, you must go now. Hurry!
I hope the abbess will tell me what's going on. Abbess, what is happening?
Come with me, Brother Elrich. The heathens are on their way, and we must secure the relics before they approach.
Then we shall all flee together?
No, brother. The others prepare to fight. Collect the reliquary, please.
Forgive me, blessed saints, but I must carry you from your place of rest. Abbess, don't leave me!
Now come, we have no time to spare. Take the relic to your father. Our families may share no love, but we are of a mind when it comes to the Lord. He will know what to do.
That man is a stranger to me.
As was our Lord Jesus Christ when he died on the cross for our sins. Help often comes from unexpected hands, brother. Now, follow quickly. Into the catacombs. Remain swift and silent.
shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters.
So I pried the book from his hands and tore the covers off to bring home. I'll be able to afford another slave this harvest season, at the very least.
And these Saxons and their books. You'd think they were more precious than their own lives, but if no one lives to speak of what's written down, who will remember it?
Not to speak of how they treat their dead, putting bones or pieces of wood inside golden boxes. How this honors their god, I'll never understand.
Waiting won't make it any easier.
Thorstein, the hero... I could not let you pass without experiencing the sting of your wit.
The mood I'm in, you'd best hope for a stinging rather than a lashing.
Then let's begin. On the Isle of Ely, great riches were won.
A victory some of us wish were undone.
Oh, intriguing and well spoken. I've heard of your legend, your grace and prowess.
A battle always leaves a big mess.
I feel like you're not taking this seriously, my friend. It's a shame Harald Jarl outshines you so brightly.
beware that such insults aren't those I take lightly.
A proper threat, delivered in perfect rhythm. Oh, how I've missed you, Thorstein.
I trust you have been stung enough for now.
Thorstein, the hero of...
Räinty that barrel! Brave hand!
Seist útor med unglomatteilla kniffat köttstopp.
Thorstein! You've been far from our shores, but never my thoughts.
There's something I must say, my Jarl.
So formal. Did the crossing scour our friendship from your mind?
It did not. It's only by friendship that I am brave enough to speak.
Tell me then. I'm listening.
I tire of raiding Harold. I want to settle where there's rich, dark soil for the taking. I want to make a place of our own where I can live out my days with my wife.
You're young yet, my friend. Plenty of time to grow old with a bouncing infant on its knee.
No, my Jarl. I've delayed too long already. Today I search for a ship.
I have none to spare.
Then I shall purchase one.
Commission, perhaps. I hope this folly of yours can withstand a year's wait.
If that is what it takes. It is no slight to you, my Jarl. My love for you has not waned, but my love for my wife only grows stronger with each absence. I hope you will bless my journey in time.
Go!
Áfram! Áfram!
Ger Óðins stað!
Leitaðu fjár og þræla. Skjálfesting sigling að því að leita fugla, líta flóð.
I'd best tell Brunhilde we will have no help from our king.
As longhouses were at the centre of Norse communities, it was only natural that they'd be at the forefront of AC Valhalla. Just like any true Viking, Eivor hosts feasts, plans battles, and sleeps in her longhouse. But what about its design? The art direction team first took a scouting trip to Lofoten, Norway, to immerse themselves in the land and bring back references. And chocolate. From these pictures, modelers and artists designed variations of paint patterns, carved animals, frescoes, and so on, for players to enjoy and use to customize their settlement. Anglo-Saxon longhouses, on the other hand, were designed with different materials, such as hay and lime, and less detailed engravings. Can't have them steal the show. Creating an immersive world also includes the sounds triggered when Eivor interacts with her or his surroundings. Shown here are coloured surfaces that play a specific sound when the player walks on them. Yes, every item with sound and animation is labelled in the game's engine. A brown square indicates a wooden sound, probably because wood is brown, I'm not sure, while yellow squares signal a fabric-like sound. When the player walks on or touches one of these hidden squares, the noise it's linked to triggers automatically. But there's another side to this coin, and it's a sinister one. With this system, developers were also able to create noise traps that can reveal the player's presence to nearby enemies.
Fyrir síðast.
Gleður að sjá þig.
Seg mér ef arm.
Imbolder, I need a ship. My wife and I leave for the land across the sea.
Harald won't pay for such a vessel, I'm sure. Did you really fill your pockets that well on your last raid?
I have gold enough to cover the cost.
Wood, sails, and all?
Gunhilda's family will provide the sail. The rest I will purchase.
Ah, you're a lucky man.
I know.
Speak with Skaga for a pine mast, then, and yarn for the nails. Tell him I'll expect him to be on time with his deliveries in the future.
I'll see what I can do.
Now, you can't make a Viking game without an awesome longship. It's the law. After all, Norsemen are renowned for their boat-building craftsmanship to this day. To do it justice, modelers in Montreal built the dimensions and shapes, while artists in Singapore created 48 different variations of longboats with stunning designs inspired by Norse mythology. The outcome speaks for itself. A slick, clinker-built hull for hydrodynamism, shallow keels to sail in low waters, and even a removable mast to pass under bridges. Now set sail, and may you have fair winds and following seas. Don't forget your sandwiches.
And they're going to bring it all the way from Ekundersund?
Definitely not. Parents have never traveled farther than Notfall, and they complained about the food the whole time. Have you told them of your plans to sail west?
Not yet. They've woven sails for Thorstein before. No need for them to know that this time will be any different. Not until all our hard work has paid off.
Ulla, it's been a long time.
It has. Time has hardened you, my friend, as it has me.
Well, how did it go with Harald?
Harold will not stand in our way, but neither will he help us.
Oh, at least he could give you his blessing.
He did not.
Oh, my love. He will come around. His love for you flows deep, but its pull is as strong as the tides.
I see you've made good on your promise to find us traveling companions at least.
This group of good-for-nothings, they're only here as ballast.
Ah, then finer ballast I've never seen. It's a good start, but we will need more men.
And the navigator, I know. I've gathered a list of names already.
Ah, my leðurstjarna.
Drengur hans ætti að færa meiri síld á morgun. Ef hann vil.
Udi, keeping those hands of yours busy.
Huh, they'll be ready to tie knots in the worst winter storms, I swear.
Ulf, it is good to see you again.
I couldn't miss this chance to sail with the mighty Thorstein, now could I?
Thorstein, what brings you to my yard?
Ingvaldur sent me.
Oak or pine?
I'm sorry, what?
New to shipbuilding are you? Come with me. You'll learn better by doing. Use that axe to remove the bark from this log. Underneath, you will find silken pine, flexible and light, that will bend in the wind, perfect for a mast. Once you have a sense of the wood, come find me and I will show you another. Tap in the wedges gently. We want this log to split as straight as possible. That way, we will have long, hard boards of oak for the hull of your ship to protect you and your Felix. I'll wait for you over there. Planning the wood ensures a tight fit between the boards, leaving no gaps or knots that might give way in the middle of the sea. The smoother the joins, the smoother your journey. Now, which type of wood did Melder send you for?
Pine for a mast.
I'll send your new mast to the shipyard as soon as it's ready.
Are you looking for something?
Ingvaldur sent me.
Of course he did. He tried those nails from Avaldsnes, and I bet they fell apart in the salt water. I use nothing but pure iron, which is why he hates my prices. But at least you won't find yourself suddenly sailing in a bucket full of holes. Head inside the shop. You can take a box from the stack against the back wall. But tell him he'll have to pay up front if he wants more.
I'm the one funding the construction of this ship. You will be paid in full.
I have no doubt. Eventually. Ingvaldur makes ships that sing on the ocean waves. But mundane thoughts of silver and debt never seem to enter his mind. Don't worry, I'll talk to him. Go get your nails.
Blautarinn þeir Steindars menn norður þar, ekki satt? Við hefum berjast báðum og það þykist mér.
Nöja, Reykja. Finally you return. Now, there's one last step to take. Come with me. Which animal would you like best for your prow? I have 3 available, so you can choose the spirit that suits your intentions. You will also need to bring me a blessed charm to put inside the prow. But I won't need it for many months yet. Take a look and let me know if you have any questions.
Tell me about the horse.
The horse? A risky choice. But you can count on it to lead you quickly to port, with the proper ritual precautions, of course. Is this the prow you want?
I'm not sure.
Take your time.
Tell me about the serpent.
The snake-headed prow will ensure you dominate the waves with disconcerting ease and great stability. Is this the prow you want?
I'm not sure.
Take your time.
Tell me about the elk.
The elk is associated with the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. For a new beginning in distant lands, it could be quite fitting. Is this the prow you want?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we can get started.
Eikthyr, bless us on our journey to new lands and a new home.
Thorstein.
Yes, my Jarl?
I was childish before. In my joy at seeing you home, I wasn't ready to discuss your departure again so soon. Nor see you gone for good. Please, accept this with my blessing.
Unjo, the rune of kinship.
And why not? No man has been a truer brother to me than you. It has been an honor to have you in my félag, even if this leg of the trip will be shorter. The day has finally come.
And all too soon.
Many have come before you, and many will come after. Yet, when I die, it will be your friendship that I recall as I await the opening of Valhalla.
There, we will meet again.
Go then, and the winds take you swiftly to soft lands and great riches.
May your name never be forgotten.
Treat her well, Thorstein.
Oh, my wife will make sure of it. I've never seen a woman more in love with a boat.
And I've never seen so fine a sail. If you ever return, I will have work for her.
And I can apprentice myself to Skaga. A sound plan.
You still owe me for that last box of nails?
Imvolder told me he paid.
I'm just playing with you. Be well, Thorstein.
And you.
A fine ship for a fine man.
And the finest craftsmanship I've ever laid eyes on. You have blessed us indeed.
I shall miss your scathing replies, Thorstein.
And I'll miss your insufferable arrogance.
God smile on you, my friend.
Your friend be a friend. Gift you return with me.
I can't take you with us, Sigmund. I'm not risking the lives of my men and wife to these sunstones.
You're making a mistake. With Frodi gone, I'm the best navigator you'll find this time of year, and you know it.
You've already deceived us once with your tales of magic pebbles. I'm not letting you steer us into rocks again. Without Frode to guide you, you're as good as blind.
So you'd rather trust whales and winds than your own Fialachi? Bjorn was right about you. Try sailing across the sea in this weather. You won't get past the shore. Not without a skilled sailor.
You're absolutely right. I do need a navigator. But you weren't one to begin with.
Well?
No good.
Froda's betrayal cuts deeper with each navigator we're forced to turn away.
He got an offer he couldn't refuse. Wouldn't you choose to sail with a...
I already am. Regardless, Froda broke his word. Now we have no navigator and no men in the middle of the sailing season. How are we supposed to cross the sea?
Trick is waiting for us in Nottingham. He might have heard of someone trustworthy.
Notfall folk dread the great waters more than a feral cat. They'll be of no use in the upcoming storm. No. I'll ask my mother. She knows everyone in Ekundarsund. I'll find a clan to join us there.
Is it wise for you to go? They might not agree to sail with a woman aboard.
I'm sure my charms will outweigh their fears.
Trick looks busy with our supplies. Good man.
I'll be off then, to find the men we need.
Be swift, my love. We'll meet you in Ekundarsund once the boat is loaded. Trick. I gather these crates are full of dried cod?
They are. And the other ones have hard bread, mead, and wool canvases for the crew.
Excellent. You have served us well for many years now, Trick. Faithfully.
I can't say it was a pleasure, but you've treated me with respect. I'm grateful for it. Now, I hope my debt has been paid.
In full. Are you sure I can't tempt you to come with us? Your help would be invaluable.
Shackles here versus shackles across the sea? Tough choice to make.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I free you, here and now. But if you return to me willingly as a slave, you can purchase a place amongst my crew. Once we're established in the land across the sea, I'll free you for good, and take you as my partner in trade.
Not many slaves would get an offer like that. Well then, let's get these supplies on board before the storm hits us.
forelegs are faster than two. Freyr, gods, let this horse bring balance and protection to our journey. Mother will be happy to see me.
I seem to have been visited by Goddess Freya herself. Come. Embrace your mother.
Mother, it's been a while.
Far too long. The sheep miss you, Gunhilda. They can't bear the thought of losing you to the land across the sea.
They might not have to.
Whatever is troubling you, my love, we will remedy it.
We need more men. The clan we recruited has decided to remain on land. We're left with no navigator nor crew.
Some clans have just returned from the sea. I've seen them camp nearby. I can take you to them, but you'll have to be persuasive.
Do you doubt my abilities, Mother?
I wouldn't dare. You've always had wits sharper than Gungnir. I can only hope that just like Odin's spear, you will return to me.
You know we must go where our opportunities lie. This land is overcrowded. We want our own fields, to harvest our own crops.
All right, I won't push any further. Your father will be heartbroken.
And you won't be?
My heart broke the day you left our home. We've arrived. Go on, love.
Thank you, Mother. Free men of Eikundarsund! Heed my call! We are looking for those brave enough to defy the whale road with us. You! Will you sail with us?
I saw you on the path earlier. You came here on a horse, didn't you?
I did.
And you shamelessly admit it. You fool. No, I won't sail with you. I don't want to face the spirit's wrath.
I intended to break the curse of sailing with a woman when riding that horse. It should protect us.
Have you seen the sky? The gods are already punishing you for your arrogance.
Bondi, join us.
My men and I have just returned from years of Vikingur with Guthrum's warband. It's time for us to tend to our crops and see our children grow.
When do you leave?
Today.
Have you sailed before?
My husband sailed with Harald Jarl himself. He sailed enough for both of us.
I've learned to be wary of boastful spirits. Your word alone isn't enough.
How can I convince you to accompany us?
Well, why are you leaving our northern land?
Our crops can't grow in the dead of winter. We've tried everything.
I've never had trouble growing my crops, regardless of the cold. Maybe you don't use the right techniques.
My husband is a second son. If we were to stay, our farm will pass to his eldest brother, and we'll be left with nothing.
I understand that all too well. My men and I have found this temporary campsite, but we've got nowhere to go.
Then come with us.
It does sound tempting. Would you have enough supplies for all my men?
My husband is loading the meat and the dried fish aboard our ship as we speak. We'll have plenty for everyone.
How will we be sleeping?
We'll protect ourselves with wool canvases.
Mm-hmm. That should be enough. How will you find your way across the sea?
We'll observe the signs Midgard has given us. The birds, the currents, the stars. The spirits will show us the way. We need someone to interpret it.
You're right. I can help you around these shores, but in the midst of the wave world, we'll need an expert.
We? Have you decided to come?
I have. You speak true and my men are ready to settle.
I'm honored. Gather your men and your things. I'll take you to our ship.
I should know better than to ever doubt you. You excel once again.
There's little to stand in your way when you aim for the sky. Stigur's clan will accompany us, but we remain short a navigator.
I thought of someone while loading the ship.
Who?
You'll need to trust me. But we must reach Heloia first, and fast. The storm is imminent. It's looming on the horizon like a bad omen. Have we offended the gods in some way?
I rode a horse to my mother.
Gundhilda.
You asked me to trust you. It's only fair you do the same. We didn't have time to pay our respects to the spirits. I did what I must. Now, how do we reach Heloia?
I know where Heloia is.
Then, lead the way.
We must exit the fjord. Sail right. Now straight ahead towards the setting sun. Now, get closer to the shore, but make sure to keep the rocks on your left and the land on your right. We don't want to damage the hull. Embrace the shore until you see a tower of ice. There! The ice tower! Sail towards it! But beware, we're in shallow waters now. Well done. Now we're going to pass a small island filled with sea lions. Past the Sea Lions Island. Our destination is ahead. Do not lose your course through the storm. Do you see the light? Go towards it. It's our destination. We've arrived! This is Haloya!
You shouldn't be here.
Bjorn, brother, I've come to...
Brother? When have we ever been brothers?
We were in the same Filak, Bjorn. We've sworn oaths to respect, support, and protect each other. They still hold true for me.
Those oaths were broken long before my exile, Thorstein, by both of us. You might have forgotten, but I've had years of solitude to remember.
Your scorn would be the death of us all. I haven't forgotten, but I refuse to let the past haunt my future. Maybe you should do the same. We need you, Bjorn. Join us. Lead us through the salted mountains.
Is this a trick? Why come to me?
Can't you trust that not everyone is deceitful? No other sea rider tames the waves like you do.
Now that I can believe.
Take me to your ship then, and we'll leave this wretched place. I see you've made a true sea king of yourself.
It wasn't always pleasant, but I haven't been idle.
It must be nice to have Harald's support.
Mostly Gunhilda's. But yes.
Brunhilde, you haven't changed.
That's
Still
enough
as-
from you! Leave us!
As merciless as the Northern Sea.
I know what you're going to say.
Yet it didn't stop you from making such a foolish decision.
You would have never agreed.
And with good reason. How are you so quick to forget?
I'm not.
I don't trust him.
Neither do I. But he's in that boat as well. He won't put us all in danger.
And after that?
After that, we'll part ways. The Isle of Britannia has plenty of land to spare.
Oh, may the gods hear you.
Head towards the eye of the storm! Brace yourselves! The road is treacherous!
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean steed my words gain wing.
Praise be to God, the Most High, glory of glory, Lord of lords. Help me to show your grace and forgiveness to those who need it most.
Guthrum Jarl approaches!
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Elrich, are you done speaking with your god for now?
My dialogue with him is constant, my lord, even if my lips are not moving.
My lord this, my lord that. You Saxons are quick to bend the knee. Perhaps it's why you make such excellent prisoners.
And yet King Alfred's army of Saxons has you surrounded.
Yes, well. I had expected him to send for you, but 5 months and more he has left you here with no word. Perhaps you are not as precious to him as you led me to believe.
For what man knows the things of a man except the spirit which is in him?
Or perhaps he finds your habit of quoting dead men as insufferable as I do.
I doubt that very much, my lord.
Come, walk with me. It must be almost time for you to pray again.
I'll speak plainly. I've kept my men from pillaging Chippenham so that Alfred will have no quarrel with me should he retake his home.
I see.
Do you? I will be at your mercy instead of you at mine. Can I trust you to speak on my behalf, or do Saxons cling to their grudges as dearly as Vidar?
Christ demands we show others the mercy he has already shown us. You have nothing to fear from me, my lord.
Well, we shall see. You served under Alfred for many years. Tell me, how does he keep the loyalty of his men? After so many years of defeats, surely his soldiers would join another army.
King Alfred's role has been ordained by God. To desert him would be to go against divine will.
There are no contests of strength, no challenges to his rule.
Why would there be? He alone is destined to lead us until God chooses otherwise.
There may be something to... religion of yours after all.
As it turns out, early medieval times were full of colours, from paintings and clothing to flowers and vegetables. To break the prejudice against this time period, artists, modellers and texturers made sure to implement vivid colours where they could. But as always, it's a fine balance to find between gameplay needs and historical accuracy. In some cases, developers chose to stick with one colour, despite historians' complaints. You should never mess with a historian. For example, pigs and carrots in AC Valhalla are pink and white respectively, although pigs at the time were brownish in complexion, and carrots, well, they had a wide range of colours, from white to purple. This choice helps with comprehension of the world, but also for consistency when certain objects are used in gameplay, such as the explosive red oil jars. Hence, one distinct colour makes items easily identifiable.
What is going on here?
No. The relic. It's gone.
I want every Saxon in this place searched head to toe.
Wait!
Remember your place, Saxon.
These people have been here since the siege began. They've no reason to steal, not now, and nowhere to flee if they did.
You accuse my men?
I accuse no one. Let me speak with those present. I will find the thieves.
No. You will return to your cell immediately. I will discover who is responsible before Alfred hears of it and decides to retake Chippenham by force.
One of these people must have seen some.
My apologies, but did you happen to witness anyone exiting the church with items made of gold or silver?
Surely I did. Some Saxons came here and took everything they could, carrying it all off to the butcher's house, next to the market.
That seems strange. Good Christians would have no reason to take what is theirs already.
Are you questioning my honor?
Merely making an observation. Thank you for your candor. Young one, did you see anyone carrying items of gold from the chapel?
I saw some men in furs and armor hiding things under their cloaks. They were talking about leaving Chippenham at night and said the statue would be too heavy. Then they went to the big house next to the Great Hall.
You have done our Lord a tremendous service, child. Thank you. Guthrum should know what I found. Sister, did you see who took the relic and the rest of the gold?
I saw nothing! Now leave me alone!
Tell me, brother, did you see who stole from the chapel?
Don't ask me. Please, just go.
We need to find out what happened to the relic.
Huh?
To replicate England's diverse flora was no small feat. The developers wanted it to be accurate and help players navigate the map. First, the world design team created a season map. England was divided into 4 areas, each allocated a season. Each season had its own variety of vegetation, from grass to trees, and its own humidity layer, which helped determine the type of soil in each area, lush, dry, or wetland. With these in hand, the level artists and designers could implement the right type of flora in the world and create different landscapes using rocks and trees. Therefore, one region could have diverse but coherent scenery, engaging players in exploring the map meticulously.
I need to check the butcher's house. These people have nothing, not even firewood. Find no hidden men. Child said the thieves went to the big house next to the Great Hall. Out of the mouth of babes.
What were you able to get? Not much. They're guarding the food carefully now, but we should have enough for 2 or 3 days.
We'll leave tonight, then, before Alfred's war dogs arrive. Gather the gold into sacks, and let no one see you.
It shall be as you say, Bjornjarl.
I like the sound of that.
I should exit the same way I came in.
My lord, I found the missing gold and the relic of Ely.
Sem hann væri jarlinn hérna. Hann fáviskur sem fiskur. Eins og drengi.
Nöfndu og hægt að kenna tröllum.
Leggja bætur til þessum.
Bjorn is organizing your men to flee Chippenham by night and leave you to face Alfred's wrath alone.
What? If you are lying to me, monk, now return to yourself. Do not let me lay eyes on you until you come at my command.
Yes, my lord.
I need to return to my room. Guthrum abhors disobedience.
Get inside, monk. I won't be held accountable by Guthrum if you disobey him again.
Good morrow, Bjorn. Have you come to join me in prayer?
Never, monk. Guthrum Jarl wants to speak with you in the Longhouse. Bring your golden idol. You'll need it before long.
Bjorn is waiting. I should not stoke his impatience. It's time to travel again, old friend.
This relic carries a shard of the one true cross, if you doubt its potency.
I doubt every lie that falls from your lips. Asher Guthrum, you made it trouble for me and my men.
Trouble brought upon you by your own actions.
And by a monk who doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Only after we admit our faults and beg forgiveness can we hope to atone for them.
Spare me your sermons. I won't forget the debt you owe me. And neither will you, if you have a mind to keep living.
It's time to travel again, old friend.
Góð, satt. Hvað er fleira? Hefur eitthvað á kaupstað? Allir nokkur sem skal hafa á heiðavík.
You wished to see me, my lord?
Your king has finally sent for you. Alfred has delivered the terms of my surrender and I have accepted. You are no longer my prisoner.
Thank you, my lord. I will remember you in my prayers.
One moment, Elrich. I admit the insights I gleaned into the Saxon mind through our discussions made Alfred's terms easier to swallow. He wants me to be baptized, to become a Christian king. It is you who convinced me that doing so would increase my power, not diminish it.
Of course, any who come to the Lord are welcome. Hopefully in time, you will appreciate the many other gifts God offers beyond mere power as well.
Mere power? Hold your tongue, monk. With the treaty signed, your usefulness is at its end. Leave by the main gate. A horse awaits you. Now go before I change my mind.
Yes, my lord.
Úlfur hafi nýja öll, en hún var...
Better meet the messenger before Guthrum changes his mind.
Shields played an important role in the Viking and Anglo-Saxon fighting techniques, and in AC Valhalla as well. Used in the game to differentiate clans and factions, each one has its own shape, paint model, colour pattern, and emblem. A new gameplay element was also added, the shield degradation. With each hit, an enemy's shield loses a piece until it's destroyed, and players can also now attack using their shields. Little known fact, it was common for vendors to walk around the battlefield, supplying clients with replacement shields and weapons. What can we say? Vikings were resourceful, though it's not a job I would have wanted. "200 unique weapon models were designed for AC Valhalla. After thorough historical research, modelling artists had the difficult task of designing realistic but spectacular weapons. Talk about a brain twister. Well, that's a good name for a weapon, actually. The flail was also added to the arsenal as a unique form of weaponry, even though flails weren't used by soldiers in battle but by peasants during harvest. To enjoy these weapons even more, new fighting styles were created. Players can now fight with a weapon in each hand, the dual wielding, or hit foes with their shield, sort of like a dual shielding.
It is King Alfred who must claim this great victory, though of course God strengthens his hand. Brother Aelrich, I was told to wait on you. King Alfred desires to see you at once.
And let us not keep the good king waiting. What news in Winchester since Christmas?
Too much for me to say. But the battle at Eddington was won, and soon the